Hi and welcome. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is July 2nd, 2020, and thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who have recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content and come back for more. For those who follow me on my YouTube channel, you guys know I like to share information, and anytime I could share ideas with you guys to make your life a little easier and a little better, I will do that. Today I'm not going to be doing the reseller news or Let's Talk eBay, but it is related in a way. I want to show you guys about using a white screen to make your videos. Now, a lot of people say, wait a minute, I heard of green screens, blue screens, but a white screen. Well, you know what happened this morning, I was looking up to see if anybody is using a white screen to make videos. And I didn't see any. Well, they had things that white screen video, how to use a white screen. And one person was talking about how they use paper and they use lighting on it to light back, backlight the back of it to make it, bright and everything, and how professional it looks when it comes to doing videos, which it does. There's nothing wrong with white screens. I use it myself. Backgrounds, I should say. But the thing is, what people I don't think realizes, maybe they do, maybe they don't. I've searched high and low, and I also reached out to Filmora. Now, this video I'm creating right now is with Filmora 8.76 version. Now, you're probably saying, wait, don't they have the Filmora 9.5 version? Yes, they do. I do have that version as well. I bought this one here, the first one, 8.76, and I think when you buy it, they give you upgrades. I think a free upgrade to it. So here's the problem, though. I love the Filmora products. I do. I also use a conjunction now. I also use the that thing there. What's that one there again? Cyberlink Power Director 14 I have as well. I use them in conjunction with one another, but my go-to one, I have to honestly say, I'm in love with. I love Filmora. So right now I'm using the 8.76 version. The problem I'm having with the Filmora 9 when it comes to using green screen effects or adding different backdrops is that to me it doesn't have the same technology. Whatever the technology was built in the 8.76 version is not it's not built in to the 9.5 version. What I'm trying to say is, you might say, no, it is there. Yes, it's there, but it works. Filmora 9 works great with the green screen or a blue screen. I have a green screen. I'm not too fond of it. I'm not too crazy about it for the simple reason you need a lot of lighting, and you got to have that. You got to have that where you're not too close to it, too far from it, or else it creates shadows. You get splash. You get the splash on your face, like the green splash on you. It reflects on you. It's just too involved. You're just too involved with it. So I use a white screen, which is basically a sheet. That's all it is, a white sheet, and I use that for my white screen, and it's cut and dry. And I'm going to show you, if you're going to do eBay and you want to have a YouTube channel that you're going to use for eBay, like I do. I like adding different backdrops. Now, for those who follow me, I use different backdrops. You've seen it if you're a follower. If you've been with me through thick and thin, you would know that I've been using backdrops for quite some time now, and I like backdrops. This is okay. This is a natural backdrop. There's nothing there. It's just a backdrop. It's natural. But I like to add different things. I like to add special effects on occasion. I like to do different things with it. I think it adds to the video. To me, it does anyway. All right. There's nothing wrong with having a natural setting like now. I mean, I could do videos like this. I've seen people doing videos like this here. They work in the bedroom, the living room, the kitchen, dining room, whatever, and they're doing videos, and people love them still. They're not there to make way of where they're shooting the video. It doesn't really make a difference, but to me, it does. I love doing videos. I love videos. I got over 1,000 of them so far, and I'm going to continue to keep making more videos. And every time I learn something new, I want to share it with you guys. Okay, so basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up this. I'm going to show you how I set up my video, my white screen, and I'm going to talk a little about it. And as I'm setting it up, I'll just explain to you why I'm doing what I'm doing. Let me just get a swig of water here really quick. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, and I want you guys to know this is no smoke and mirrors. Okay, this is no smoke and mirrors here. What I'm setting up here, there's no lights. As a matter of fact, let me show you this really quick. The software I'm using comes with my HP webcam. Okay, I'm going to go over here. Let's see, go back to the screen here. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to go to default settings. Now you could see how dark it is. But if you could also see in the back, there's only 2 windows. Let me lighten it back up here. Well, you can't see. I'm just doing it now just to show you the contrast. Now this is what I have to do when I'm getting ready to make my videos. Okay, this is it, cut and dry. So what I do is I open up this program and I slide it all the way over to brightness, all the way over. I click on the advanced settings. I have to have my glasses because the print is small. And I will go to the sharpness. Now usually sharp is like this here. It's always in the middle. So what I do, just remember, because like I said, I did it before. So I slide this all the way over to sharpness. I click apply because I want to save it. Then I go to camera control. Now this is usually on auto, right? And what it does is goes in and out, right? But I want it to stay fixed. So I uncheck it and then I hit apply and then I go okay and then I hit the okay again, all right? That's how I set it up. Now, in order to use this to set up your white screen without lights, which it is, I'm not using any lights except the natural lighting, all it is it's got to be done during the daylight, okay? And you want to make sure it's a nice, bright, and sunny day to do this here, okay? Because otherwise it won't. But I have used it. I have used it even when it does get nighttime. It gets dark. I just use regular table lamps to illuminate the back, and then I brighten it up within the Filmora program. Okay, and I could show you how that's done as well as time goes on. I'll show you that there. I'll show you how I work it out and how I do blends and stuff like that there. Okay, so this video is going to take a lot longer. So if you want to learn what I do, how I fix things, and put them all together, make it work for the better, you want to stick around and watch this here. So I can't tell you, I can't give you a time frame. Say it's going to take 15 minutes or 20 minutes. It might be a lot longer. So without further ado and talking and blabbering on, let's get set up here, and I'll tell you why I started doing this here. First off, this is the lighting kit, well, not the lighting kit, this is the green screen setup I got here. This was given to me as a gift. My brother had bought this to me. I got it for my birthday, and I love it. Ever since I got this, it makes me want to make more videos. All right, so I'm just going to set this up. What happened was, let me just explain to you before I set this up. What happened was, I was looking on YouTube, as I always do. I'm always search on YouTube for something, right? It's one thing or another. And I was watching this guy talk about how to set up a green screen. And look, this guy is a good guy. I don't know him per se. I don't know him, per se. He's not a friend of mine. And I'm not going to give you the URL, whatever, with the person's, YouTube channel. But he was going on talking about what you need to set up a green screen. And I was watching this person. I said, holy smokes, this person is going on, oh, wrong one. He's going on talking about the lighting you need, how far in distance it's got to be. You don't want shadows, and so on and so forth. And I'm listening and I'm saying, holy smokes, this guy here is making a video, I think it was either 13 or 14 minutes long, on then about your camera settings. Now, look, I'm not denying it. The person's most likely, maybe the person is professional, person that does it for a living and they know what they're talking about. I'm a do-it-yourselfer, okay? And this person was going on and on and on, talking about, the lighting, you need a lighting for this, then you need the lighting to do it this way, you got to adjust it this way. And I'm listening to this person, I'm saying, holy smokes, if I had to do all of that, if I was following this guy's, interpretation on how to set up my green screen, well, he's talking green screen, I'm talking a white screen, I'd be there all day, just setting it up. This way here, the reason why I'm showing you from start to finish is I want you guys to know that this is no smoke and mirrors, okay? All right, now people can say, well, I can see that there. You don't need to go towards the extreme to show you what it's all about. But, I want you guys to know that you don't need a lighting to add backdrops, okay? You don't need it. You really don't need additional lighting for that thing. You don't need any lighting. I don't know. There's no lighting. That's why I'm doing this live. I'm showing you guys that you don't need it, okay? But anyway, and then the person's talking about, you got to set your ISO on your camera and this and that and the other thing. I was like, holy smoke. And then he was talking about getting additional lighting. And I'm saying, wow, here, just a regular sheet. That's it. This is a regular sheet I use, folks. That's it. Okay? And the person's just going on and on and on, talking about all the stuff you need just to set up a white screen. I mean, a green screen. It's like, wow. If I was doing that there, my budget would be shot in no time. All right, this is a regular screen. You can see it'll start taking shape once I get it up there. I try to keep it, try to keep it all equal, level here, whatever. And I tell you one thing, when I got this here, this green screen kit, they call it green screen, I don't call it white screen, but when I got this green screen kit, this thing was worth its, to me, it meant a lot to me. All right, it was really helpful is what I'm saying. Okay, so you can start to see what's happening here, okay? Now, I gotta roll this up because you can't see it here, but there's too much material, so what I do is I roll it up, all right? Let's see if I can just show you what I'm talking about here. Let's see, you can see what I'm talking about here. Yeah, I gotta roll it up here. Okay, let me get it like that there. I have to roll it up because it's too much. I don't need it to go this far back here. But, so anyway, you know, and the person's talking about, you know, what you need and this and that and the other thing. You got to set your camera settings, then you got to reposition the light to get it right and all that stuff there. You don't want it too close to you, too far from you, because it creates shadows and so on and so forth. And I tell you the truth, watching all of that, wouldn't want to make me set up a green screen, because first off, it would be, to me, it would be very costly to do it that way. It really would, the way this person was talking about. You don't need to go to those extremes. Now, a lot of people may beg to differ and say, well, you know, you don't need to do, you don't have to do it the way you're doing it either. You know, I'm just saying it's an easy way to do it without lighting, okay? And you can see this is no lighting here. This is no smoke and mirrors, okay? Let me just straighten this out. It'll be like this here. All right, let's get this down just a little bit here. All right. And this has wrinkles in it. Now, you're wondering, yeah, but wait, I can still see it. Well, I got to make adjustment on the webcam. Okay, so let's move this over here. And just to show you one more time, there's no tricks here. There's no lights behind me. Okay, you can see that, there's no lights. Just got to worry about hitting the fan. All right. Okay, so now I got it set up like this here. All right, that's it. That's the whole kit and caboodle, and I always add this here to it. Let me move this over here. I'll show you how to make the fine adjustments here. That's all has to do with the webcam, and we're going to move this down like this and like that. Now you got a perfect white background, and I usually use this here. People say, what is this for? I use this here, folks. I put this in the middle of the screen. It just keeps it taut. It puts it, keeps a little pressure on it. And so when I have the fan going on, I don't want the backdrop to blow back and forth. And so it does still sometimes, but it helps out a little. It just keeps it, you know, it just keeps it in place somewhat, you know. You don't have to do what I'm doing here, folks. All right, so that's it. That's it. Okay, now I will show you, now that I got this here set up, this I like to always play around with stuff. When it comes to doing things like this here, and you see this here, this is the the tab bar, whatever, you know, toolbar that they have for the camera. With this here, you could take pictures like this here. They'll take a picture. Then they got other little features you could add to it with it, you know. All right, what I want to do now is, right now we're still recording on, you know, with the Filmora 8.76, and I'm going to show you how I add different backgrounds. Now, again, if you're a person that like you want to do a YouTube channel, but you want it for your eBay business, this is, even though it's not like the Let's Talk eBay Reseller News, this is related to eBay. So I want you to know that there, okay? YouTube, you know, like me, that's what I'm saying. That's what the Reseller News is all about. I also have other channels. One is just RJ Pasini, which is I use it on occasion. The other one is Shop RJ Pasini for great deals, and there's two other ones that I have. I think I have a total of 4 altogether, I believe. And I use those for different videos. The Shop RJ Pasini video, that goes with my eBay listings. If I'm going to do a demo video, sneak peek video, intro video, I will put that on there, you know. It'll go on that YouTube channel. I don't want to inundate you guys with too much stuff, but I figured this is basically will hopefully help you out if you're going to start a YouTube channel and that pertains to your eBay business, to promote your eBay business. That's what it's all about. So I hope you guys get a takeaway. Stick around. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to I'm going to show you, I'm going to pause this video, I'm going to stop it so it records, and then I'm going to show you how I add the backgrounds in there, and I'm going to show you how I take care of things like this. All right, now I'm going to leave it, I normally keep this like this here, right, but I'm going to show you if you forget, or let's just say in some cases I left something like that there, I'm going to show you how I correct that without reshooting the video over again, which is good to know. So you might want to, like I said again, you want to stick around for this. Okay, so I have to use this one here to get the screen here. And I'm going to pause the video. Let me open the mic up again, and I got to do it this way. So I'm going to stop the video really quick, and then we're going to go back and I'm going to show you how I correct it and what you could do to add different backdrops to it, okay? It's not going to be a waste of your time. Trust me, I think you'll get something out of this if you follow the way I do it, okay? So let me hit my F9 key here to stop the video, and it's going to be, you're going to see with the white background, and that's how we're going to do all the special effects. I'll show you. Okay, so what I did was I advanced the film to over here where I wanted to get to the white screen, and that's what I want to work with right now, the white screen, okay? So I'm going to cut out of this here really quick. I'm going to get rid of this part. Just going to delete it, and I'm going to go back over here. All right, this is where we're all right now, okay, with the white screen. Now, I do have different backgrounds, okay? I'm going to click it over here, if I can show you. Sorry about that, guys. Here's the different backgrounds I have, okay? Now, if you're ever wondering how I do all that stuff there, it's really cut and dry, and that's why I love Filmora. And the reason why I use the Filmora 8.76 version is for the simple reason, folks, I could add special effects to it. That's what I love about it, okay? Now, some of the ones I like, my favorite ones, are like the ones over here. You see my mouse cursor is, this one over here, this one over here. I like animation. I like things that move. So we're going to use the new, let's see, we'll use this one here for now, for all argument's sake, because I'll show what I would like to do with that. Now, when I play this here, you'll see it'll move. That's animation. That's New York City skyline, you know. What I like about it is, you know, what you could do with this here. And how I did this here is I've replicated it over and over again. So this goes up to 14 minutes. And I did that case I want to do a long, you know, I want to do a documentary. I want to talk about something. I know I have a 15-minute or 14-minute sequel, okay? So what I want to do is go back to where I was, my current project. Let's go back over here, okay? And now I'm going to drop this on the timeline. Let's see, picture-in-picture one. Let's go. Hold on. Let me move this back. There we go. Now, here you can see it's still got the white background. Remember, this was shot with a white background, okay? No green, no blue. So what you're going to do is when you right-click, you go to green screen, okay? This is what I like about this one. The other one, Filmora 9, it's a little more tricky because you got to do adjustments. It's got all these different little slide bars you got to do it. Look how simple this is. You click on Make Parts of the Clip Transparent. You take your eyedropper, boom, go over here, and the intensity level, look how clean and crisp it comes out. If you do it too much, and then you start getting, you know, then it starts getting distorted. But, you know, you could do it that way, right? And once you get it that way, you know, after you got what you want, you go over here and move the arrow down. Now, there's two things. If I could position this thing right out, now if I'm using this backdrop, this particular backdrop, I don't have to do any special effects with this here in order to clear it out. All I got to do is move me over like that, okay? And that's it. Now this is a snapshot. It's a snapshot there, okay? Now let's say I want to move it over here because I want to get more of this here back here. So it's simple enough. I'm going to go back and I want to animate one. I want to put something animation up here. So let's just say, let's go back to this one again, the news backgrounds. Let's get over here if I can get it. And I want to add this one here to it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this over here. I should have done it earlier, but it's okay. I think we could still do it. Let me see if I could. There we go. Okay. All right. So now when you hit this, it goes like that there, right? Okay. You could do it that way. All right. So now we're going to go back over here. And we're not going to do any, we're not going to green screen this in. We're just going to shorten it up like that. Okay. Now this is a snapshot, so it's not going to do any talking. So when I play it, you got that nice backdrop there. Now, if you're a person that wants to add pictures, let's say you're doing a photo, or like let's say you're doing you're talking about something, or you're talking about a product, and you wanted to jump into the screen, then that's when you would do that there. You could add stuff like that. The other thing I always like too is let's see here. Show you some other stuff here. Okay. Let's go. All right. Let's say I want to add something like this to it. Let's say I want to do a backdrop like this. I want to add this to it. And you're talking, right? So now this be over here. As you're talking, again, you could put that right over. You could mask it right over here like this. And then when it plays, well, hold on. I think I know what I did wrong. I did something wrong. Hold on, guys. There you go. You got to drop it below. I'm sorry about that. Probably saying, that's one detail you left out. Well, I'm just showing you. So then when you're playing it, and let's say you're doing something, you want to add a different picture to it, it's all a matter of how you drop it in the timeline. And of course, I would still be here. That's a still photo. Now, the snapshots, you could just stretch the picture as long as you want, like that, okay? And then again, if you're talking, this is, of course, a snapshot, so I'm not talking, but let's say I was talking, say, okay, and now let's go to a certain place, whatever, and you can see in the backdrop over here, you could add different things to it, okay? Now, I want to show you the other thing on how I blend in things. Now, let's say you're in a situation, let's start all over again, and one of my things is for Let's Talk eBay. I gotta see which one I got, because I got a lot of stuff here going on here, folks. This is my main, it's my go-to one. All right, so let's see here if I can find that one I'm looking for. I'll show you what I'm talking about, how I blend it in. It's pretty cool. And you don't have to go crazy with it. You know, you don't have to go nuts with it. I just got to find it. Okay, all right, this is the one I usually use for Let's Talk eBay, okay? I don't have the sign up here, though, but let's use this one here. I want a snapshot. I'm going to put the snapshot right over here, okay? I'm going to stretch it out like that, okay? Now, you're probably saying, okay, you add your wording to it. Okay, so you go to text credit. I always go to the lower thirds, and I will go over here like this here. It's going to go in your text box, and we'll just make it like that, just big enough here. And of course, then you're just going to take this here, you're going to move it around like this, and you're going to go up here like this, and then you say, let's talk eBay. eBay, like that. You can change it around if you want. You can change the colors. You could also use these type of colors too. They got on the side here. Okay, you could also do it like that. But for argument's sake, let's see if we could change the color, or maybe blue. Let's see that. I don't know. Let's leave the white for now. This is just for demo purposes. Let's leave it white. Okay, we'll leave it white. All right, we'll leave it like that for now. All right, it's going to be a little distorted to see it, but anyway, you get the gist of it. All right, now I'm going to click OK. I'm going to go back again to, let me go back here to the current project, and I'm going to use that same one I had, that same photo, because it's got to be the white background, and I'm going to move this right over here, and I'm going to stretch it out a little here. And what you want to do is, now, let's go like this. Let me do the green screen. Click it over here. I don't want this here showing. I don't want it to show. And I don't want me that big in there either. So I want to move it like this. Now some people say, well, wait a minute. I don't want this here. I don't want this left here. I don't like it. So what I do is, in order to mask this out, I try to look to the left of it and to the right of it. Okay? And what I want to do is, I go to this little program right over here. I think it's called Snippet, whatever. See where my arrow is? See follow the arrow, my arrow down here on my taskbar. When I click this on, it's called the snipping tool. I'm going to click on New. All right, now this is what I do to fix it up, because I don't want to shoot the whole video over because of this. Okay, so it's basically, it's going to be a blend mode. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to line my plus sign here, little crosshairs I call it, if you want to call it that. And I'm going to go like this with it. And I don't want it to be too big. Like this. Okay. And I'm going to save it. Save as, I don't know, GGP, whatever. I'm just going to call it a name. P2, or GGP2, whatever. And it's going to save in my file for my pictures. I'm going to save it. I'm going to close this out. Hope this works. And I'm going to go over here to import, and I'm going to go to pictures, and there it is. Click it in, boom, it's going to be there, bang. Now it shows up like that. Okay, now what I want to do is, I know you guys know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to show you anyway. Okay, just stretching it out. Okay, now watch what happens when I reduce it. Looks blurry, right? It's like, oh my God, look at this thing. Well, of course. All right, look at this. Check this out. I'm not done yet now. I want you to think I'm done. I'm still working with it. Actually, see how this brick lines up? I could just slide this right over like that, and it'll almost look the same. Okay? But let's move it back. And let's try to get it somewhat to that. We want it to be a little obscure. We don't want it to be too much. Now, if you play around with it, to you guys watching, you wouldn't notice it. Okay? You wouldn't notice it. And it's the same applies to here. Anywhere in the picture, it'll apply. Now, you know, if you want to play around with it, which I wouldn't, because to me it looks just about perfect, you could do a little modification. It depends how fussy you are, you know. You know, like right now I could see, I notice it, and you know it now because the brick is off. But if you ever want to make that correction, you don't want to play around to see it, just hit the arrow key over here, and it will bring it right back up again. Again, I don't like the way this looks, so let's just say, let's see if we can get it almost next to perfect. That almost looks good. Okay. Now, if I want to bring the brick over a little more to make it even a little better, we don't have to go crazy with it. I could just go like this. Whoops. And I could even bring it even over more and just make it a whole new piece here. Whole new look. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Bring it right up to that one. Let's see. Now that looks pretty good. Okay. So that's how I correct. I do the blend mode, and you could do that with certain backdrops. Certain ones won't show up. You know, it won't work with. Now again, I can't add a backdrop to this here because it would look crazy. You could only do it with the white backdrop. Okay, so that's basically it, guys, and that's what I want to show you. And when you're doing it, that's how it works. That's how I use it. And if you're a person that does eBay, and let's say again you want to go back, let's backtrack it all the way back here. Let's take it all the way back. Now you see now that's done. We go back. Let's just get rid of all this here. Get rid of that. And again, if you wanted to do a different backdrop in there, you're more than welcome to. One to Share has a lot of nice features too with it too. Okay, this is another one I like too. Like if you're a person like a YouTuber, you know, you might want to put this in here like this here. This is a nice one too. I like this sometimes. I use it. And again, you might say, geez, you're going to put that in the background? Sure, why not? You can do what you want. It's yours. It's your YouTube video. And you could put stuff like that in here. If I can get it to go, there we go. Remember, on this one here, on the 8.76 version, the backdrop has to go on top. And then you would just hit the green screen, hit make parts of it transparent. Boom, hit that. Like that. Bing. And you can move it over like this. And if you don't want to go all through that, just move me out, and there I go. Looks like I got an arrow on my head. I don't know if I want that. I can get rid of that too if I wanted to. Again, it's a little tricky doing it, but if I wanted to get that out so it doesn't look stupid like that, I could just go over here again. Let's take me out of the picture here really quick and just go over to the snippet tool. Now, it doesn't come out 100%. It doesn't come out 100%. I just want to let you guys know right to boot. So again, it's all a matter of how you're going to get this here. You're either going to go to the top of it or to the bottom of it, but you can get pretty much, you can get that out, almost out. So let's see which one would be better. Let's see. Let's try this here. And you can't touch the arrow, of course. You might want to go that direction because like this. Okay. And same thing, I'm going to save it. I'm just going to say, I don't know, multicolor picture. We'll just do it to MCP2, whatever. I'll just call it like that for now. And you're going to get rid of this. And we're going to go over here, and we're going to import it. And we're going to put that over there, put that over there. Now, this doesn't come out all the time perfect. Okay? I want you guys to know that. Then when you think, oh, this guy, it's not going to come out perfect all the time. Okay, so just get, I just want you guys to know that. All depends how you line it up and how it's going to look. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Sometimes you got to play around with it. We want that. All right, so we want to get the green over here as much as possible. Get that red part out, and let's see. Sometimes you could just bring the whole thing down like that. You can just bring it down like that, but no, you can't. Not that far down. But let's see. Hold on. Sorry, guys. You try to get it where it's almost going to match. In some cases, you can bring it all the way down. All right. Now, again, Let's see if we can move this over a little. I can see where it could shift a little here. Sometimes you got to shift it over a little bit. So I'm looking for these guys here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. It's a little off, but again, now you got the black here, so you don't want too much of that there showing. I think I went too far out with this here, because now it's covering up part of this. And I'm going to move this over here. Let's see, like that. Let's see if we can get that out of there. Brother. Yeah, and see, sometimes then, see, that's the only thing. Sometimes you got to worry about the getting the top part here, and you want to obscure that. Sometimes it's not that easy, but it can be done. Kind of like Russian over here a little. But again, to the naked eye, the person's looking at it, they wouldn't know, and then that's when I could just pop me in here, and you know, it doesn't work. It's not 100%. It doesn't work all the time, but with certain things, as you can see, it does work. All right, with certain things, it does work. It's better having the arrow on your head, or if you want to really just do it up where it could be really up, you know, like, you know, where it's not too noticeable. You could always make the person bigger, of course. And that will throw it off a little. If you're a person that's got a keen eye, you might sit there and say, you know, I don't know. To me, it's okay. I mean, I'm okay with it. It's better than having an arrow going to my head or behind my head, whatever, or pointed at my head. You see what I'm saying? But if you play around, you got to play around with it. But that little tool I use is right over here. It's called Snipping Tool. See where my arrow is? It's called Snipping Tool, and that comes with Windows 10. All right? All right. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to share with you guys. The special effects and stuff like that there, where you want to add names to it. I have a little folder for that there. What is it called? The animated, where is it? Animated video clips. I call it animated video clips. And same thing, you could take this here like this if you want to put that over here. Where is it? Oh, it's got to go down the bottom. Sorry, guys. All right, hold on. So let's say you want to add this to the end of your video. I'm going all over the place with this here, guys, so I apologize. But I don't want to take too much of your time up. All right, and the same thing applies. Now, you might say, well, I don't want that green there. Well, okay, I'm going to show you how to get that out of there, that green. I don't want it there either. Same thing. Let's make it a little bigger. Yeah, I don't like the way that looks, all right? But I don't like it to be too big either, because now it looks too gaudy. Okay, so we're going to lower it down like that there. And what you're going to do is you're going to go over here, right-click, green screen. Now, even though you hit the Make Transparent part, it's not going to make this transparent automatically. You got to go over here and physically put the eyedropper on it like this. Boom. Click it on, and I'll show you what it looks when it comes into play. Let's go like this, yeah. All right, so let's say you're watching a video. I'm doing a video. I know it's a still photo. This comes in, like, subscribe, right? And then hit that bell notification icon. Boom. All right, and that's how it would work. All right. There's a lot of different things you could do with the 8.76 version. Like I said, I have tried this before. Let me bump out of here really quick here, folks. Let me get to that thing there. Where is it? I've tried this before, and with the 9.5 version on Filmora 9. And folks, I've reached out to Filmora. I even sent them a video on how and showing them like what I did, like I'm showing you guys. And for some apparent reason, they never got back to me. I don't know. They probably figured, well, we're not going to have our software engineers, reconstruct the that part there, the transition part where you make things blend in, whatever, green screen, the green screen effect, whatever. I guess they don't want to go through all of that there. I find it difficult to work with. Now, if I'm using a green screen backdrop, right? It's always sticking up there. It doesn't work for me. I tried it, and when I put it in the Filmora 9, I took the same thing I'm doing here, white backdrop. I imported a picture in there, and what happens is when I'm putting the backdrop in there, this side of the picture on the right side or left side will only show part of it. And then even with all the little slide bars in there, sliding up to make the final adjustments, I can't get it to work. I tried it over and over and over again. It will only work with a green screen or a blue screen. So some people say, so why don't you just make your life easy and go with a green screen or blue screen? I do have a green screen. The only thing is I have to set up lights, and I don't want to set high intensity lights on me. And then you got to, like I said again, you got to position it where you're not getting shadows in there. See, there's no shadows here, folks. There's no shadows. Okay. All right. There's no shadows here. You won't see shadows. This is natural lighting, and there's only 2 windows behind me. 2. That's it. That's it. 2 windows behind me, and that's what gives the bright illumination. And with the white backdrop, you could add anything to it. You could add little fireworks to it and all these little special effects that they got in there. Let's go back in here really quick. I'll show you really quick what I'm talking about within Filmora. All right, let's go back to this here. Let me put my glasses back on again, and we'll go back in. I want to show you what I'm talking about. All right, let's see over here for example. Let's click on this one here. Sound effects. No, and don't forget, you could add your music to it as well. I got music I could add to it. If you want to add music, you just pop it in here like this, and then when you play it, hopefully it should come in. Okay, and it could add music to it, right? All right, so we know we could add the music to it, but I like the other stuff they have here. Let's go over here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. The media, creative media, seasonal. Let's see the ones that I'm talking about. Let's see, subtitles. No, it might be transition. You got to go to different windows to check that out. Is it the martial art one? Well, the martial art stuff is another one too. You could add to it. Let's see. I'm trying to see the one I'm talking about here. Bear with me for 1 minute, folks. I'm sorry. I do apologize taking the time up. Let's try this one here. There's a lot of different ones here. No, we don't want that one. Media, is this the one? Creative media? Nope, that ain't it. Well, you could add stuff like that to it too. Seasonal, special, birthday frame. No, TV static. Let's see the elements. Let's try this again with this one here. Martial arts, is that the one? Yeah. All right. Let's say I want to add stuff like this here, like here, the special effects here. Trying to see the other one that had the stars in there. Not the doodle one. Creative media. No, not that one. Well, let's say you want to add stuff like this to it. And you could have something like this going there. So you could add stuff like that, all the special effects to it, right? Not to say you're going to put that near the guy's face, in my head or anything. But, or I'm trying to find the one with they had like fireworks to it. It's really cool. I tell you the truth. I'm not, Filmora didn't, contact me and say, could you make videos like this here, fireworks? No, nobody contact me. I just love Filmora. Okay, I love Filmora. Okay, like this one over here, like this here with the fireworks. Okay, let's see, put this over here, and again, you got to play around with it. Okay, because you don't want it to come out too much. Let's see what happens here. Is this going to work or not? Oops. Okay, see, and you could do stuff like that. All right, and of course, if you don't want it on your head, of course. You could put it back here somewhere if you want to just add some kind of effect like that there, or let's say you want to add. You can add pretty much as you want, as far as I know. With this one, I think you can. And let's see here. Let's play this over here for a second. Oh, come on, you're gonna go. Yeah, you can do stuff like that. I think it's pretty cool. All right, listen, I don't know how long this video is going to be. Let me bump out of here. Take my glasses off again. I don't know how this video is going to be. But again, if you are planning on creating a YouTube channel for your eBay business, which I recommend you do. It's a good way of advertising, too. You could talk about eBay. You could do it like basically like I do. Go for it. And I highly recommend... Well, you're going to be using the Filmora 9.5 version, which is good. That's the newest stuff. It's got a little more bells and whistles than the older version. But I just want you to know, if you're going to use that, now, unless you guys know otherwise, that you could use a different, a different way to use the green or the white screen in there, please reach out to me. I've reached out to, like I said again, I reached out to Filmora. I contacted them a couple of times, and they never got back to me on it there. So I guess it's just going to be a format. Hey, we ain't going to change it around for one person because they use a white screen. That's why I use the 8.76 version. And if Filmora is watching, the technology used in that other version, the earlier version. If you could just do something similar to that with the 9.5 version, it would be great. It's so easy, cut and dry. But I guess they want you to use the green screen, and I'm not going to use a green screen to do my videos. I like it the way it is. Okay, it's natural lighting. It's natural lighting. I don't need no camera. I don't need no additional lighting. overhead lights, fluorescent lights, whatever. I don't need it. And if I just want a straight, what do you call it there, you know, plain white background, I could do it. I want to show you, this is what I want to show you. I forgot. One more thing I want to show you. How to brighten up the thing if there is a problem with, let's say, with shadowing. Let's go back here really quick. Let me go back over here really quick. I want to show you something. All right, let's go back over here. Let's get rid of all this here. I showed you all of that. Let's get rid of that. I want to show you one last thing, and we are going to close the video out. So just stick around for one more time. Just want to share something to share something with you guys. All right, let's go over here and let's get up here to the recent video. All right, the current project. All right, what I want to do is this. Now, if I want to brighten up, let's get rid of the music here. We don't need the music. That's all free music too, by the way. I got that music off of YouTube. All right, what I want to do is, if I want to brighten up the background, like let's say I have some like it's shadowy in my videos, right? Let's say that it's not doesn't look too good. So what I want to do is get the sample colors, go like this, and I want to drop this in a timeline really quick. This one I want to show you. I forgot all about it. Okay, and now we're going to go up to the recent videos. Sorry guys, I should have scripted this one out, but I just wanted to do it off the top of my head, and that's what happens sometimes. You forget. I'm trying to get to the recent one here. My computer is so slow. Oh brother, I want to show you something. I'm gonna have to do this twice, but I think, like I said again, I think you'll get the gist of it. Let's say over here, this one here, current project. All right, let's take this one over here. Here's another way of getting rid of it. All right. Now, you see over here, it looks a little like, I don't know, it doesn't look like 100% pure white. Let's say I want to brighten it up. Again, what I would do is go like this, go to the green screen, go over here. Now watch what happens. Yes, I look white, right? Look at this here. You can turn a person really white. So what I'm going to do is you go click on here, the eyedropper, and look at the background. Now, if you go too much, you get the shadow on your face. You just want enough to really brighten it up. Now look at the before and after. Here's the before, and here's after. See how more white it is? It's more like the contrast is better. Now, the more whiter, the crispier, the more the backdrop is going to look great. Now, here's the other thing. Now, if I don't want to go all through that there with the snippet tool, here's another idea for you guys. Keep this in mind too. I'm trying to show you these things so you guys don't go crazy doing this. I learned this all through trial and error. Go back to the colors, the sample colors, right? And you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to put that on the bottom, one picture in picture. Take that white color, the white sheet here, whatever, the piece, whatever, and it's gonna look big like this, right? What you're gonna do is go like this, like that. Make it bigger, of course. Well, let me bring it all the way down. Bingo. Okay, there you go. All right, so that's another tip to help you save all that work. Okay, now again, I hope you guys got a takeaway from this here, and I am going to close this video out. I'm sorry I'm going back and forth with it. I just want to show you, but I know you might say, well, you guys may not want to go all through that there, but it'll save you money and fluorescent lighting or the type of lights you got to buy. If you get a chance, check out how to set up a green screen, and you will see the people telling you all the things you need to set up a green screen. Now, some people say, well, man, you make it sound like it's the worst thing in the world. No, I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world. Yeah, if you're doing outdoor stuff, if you're outdoors and you want, I've seen it done. I think Filmora even has something like that. If you go to Filmora, they have a green screen techniques too, and they'll show you. They got these ones that fold out. And let's say you're a person, you want the natural, which is natural light, especially on a sunny day. You could take one of those green screen fold outs, and you could snap a picture of the person, and you could add any backdrop you want like that. And that's really great. That's nice to do it that way, right? But I'm talking indoors. I'm shooting in a studio here, a studio apartment, and I don't have. If I had a skylight up behind me, up on top of me, this would even be even greater. But I got only 2 windows behind me. And with those 2 windows, you could see how bright it is back here, okay? You can see how bright it is. Well, the contrast moves, like you'll see as it comes in and out. If you see like the different light textures coming in and out, that's because the webcam, I'm using an HP webcam up here, the auto contrast or whatever, it's the auto features are in there, are doing that there. But for the most part, it's pretty bright, right, would you say? And again, you see how I set it up. There's no lights here. There's no lights, no shadows, nothing. It's great. Listen, if you like this video and you thought it was helpful to you, give it a thumbs up. If you like any of my videos, the first time visiting my YouTube channel, I do the reseller news, I do Let's Talk eBay. I'm also a vlogger. So just to let you know, just to throw it out to you guys, there will be times I may be doing videos, something similar to this, talking about photography, video, video photography, digital photography, whatever. Even though I'm not a professional in either or, but I like to share my ideas, and like I said, I also do some do-it-yourself tips to help you out like that as well. So my channel, my YouTube channel, for all intents and purposes, is to help, inspire, and share. And the most important thing, folks, the most important thing in all of this is that you guys get a takeaway from it. And if you do try these techniques, again, it's probably not going to work with the Filmora 9.5 version. Okay, as you can see, that technique, what I was showing you with the blend-ins and all that, the green screen technique there, is working with the 8.76 version. So whatever Filmora had in that technology back then with that earlier version, it works like a charm. I love it. I love the idea where I don't have to use any, lighting whatsoever. I love it, and I think you guys will get a takeaway from it as well. So that's it. Let me know if you try it. I don't know if you can get an older version of the 8.76 version. You may be able to, or you could reach out to them. They may tell you, well, maybe we don't have it anymore. But you might be able to download the older version, the 8.76 version. It works with that version. I can tell you that from boot, as you can see, I showed you. So check it out and let me know what you think. I just want to say thank you anyway for taking the time to check out my videos. And I'm wishing you guys a happy, healthy, safe 4th of July. Until next time, my name is Rich Pasini. Bye-bye for now.